How you feeling about like freestyling today, my friend?
Uh-oh, my boys put the pressure on me. They said,
Damn.
we've been rapping in the car since we were 12. We're just gonna rap at you until you rap back. Hey, the flow too clean like Listerine, making all these rappers quiet, kinda like Mr. Bean. Hey, every time you know that I got it off, it's kinda like Mr. Bean, the flow is straight up off the wall. Hey, every time you know I keep it variated, they saying that I'm Larry June meets Larry David.
Yes.
Nah, every time I give him the word, it's Larry David, cause I'm putting all y'all rappers on the curb. That's time.
Let's go, Frak. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
You're seeing producer mode, Frak, because I do this all on my own.
That's sick.
I wish I could pay a team.
Nah,
Just like,
fuck a team.
there's wisdom behind that, because when you have a team, that's more people to let you down.
Damn.
That's a pessimistic viewpoint. It's so pessimistic.
That's a wounded person quote.
Yeah, dude. Wounded people have more texture, and I used to be like unwounded my entire life. And people were just like, Christian's too nice. And then ever since I got jaded after my first breakup, people were like, Christian's kind of cool. And it makes if I want to be a creative or an artist, if you've been through some pain or hurt, it's just way better that way.
Yeah, if your music sucks, go through something.
Go through something, man. Just walk down the street or go through heartbreak or
Start
something.
self-sabotaging immediately so you can make some good art.
Yeah, dude. Preach to the people, like as if you're too privileged and you haven't gone through any issues.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I was like, this boring, bland white life, I gotta spice this up.
Ooh.
Nah, I'm just playing.
What was the first thing that you think came
Are
up?
we live?
We are live,
Okay,
dude.
okay, cool. It was like one of those like, oh, they're all right. They're so comfortable. They're just already.
Exactly that. Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
But now the cover's blown.
Damn, broke the fourth wall on them.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, what was the first thing do you say that like happened to Frak where it's just like, now I'm a wounded creative?
That's a good one. My grandma got Alzheimer's when I was really young. So, but that it was around the time I started like making art and like not music yet, but I was like writing a lot.
Dude, you do a lot more than just like rap. Like you are tethered to so many different art forms, which is why I respect you so much.
Thank you.
Like from one funny guy to another funny guy. Like
so you're a self-described funny guy?
No, damn, dude. What an
Probably,
existential question.
People call you funny enough where you know you're not.
Yeah. Well, I grew up fat, so I had to come up with something else. You know what I'm saying? Because if I grew up pretty, then I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Then I'd be two-dimensional right now.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. You'll just like throughout the podcast, you're gonna see me do this a lot to my shirt, and it's trauma.
Oh,
that
wow.
You're seeing. Yeah. Otherwise, I get stuck to my side boob.
Got it.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, congratulations, man. Because
thanks, dude.
You
Appreciate
kind of
it.
you lived the best life. You're a healthy individual now, but you have that fat person funny trauma.
Yeah, fat person funny trauma is gonna be the name of my first EP when I drop it. Dude.
All right, but you were saying, to one funny guy from another. I'll accept the compliment now.
Dude, yeah, like you're killing the game in so many different facets,
Thank
dude.
you, brother.
Because not only are your bars killing, both written and unwritten, and like the battle bars too, but also you're making skits like I think my most recent favorite one is when POV, when someone thinks Cancun is all of Mexico.
Yeah.
Buenos dias. That's how they say good morning.
I love the all-inclusive cultura that's native to Mexico. This was free. America could learn a lot from this place.
Tacos. And it's not even Tuesday. La tecnología.
Hola, amigo. Yo quiero chiles quiles, chiles rellenos y horchata.
Oh, I speak English.
No way, dude. Me too.
Babe, it's like Chevy's, but on steroids.
Babe, the ocean water is so fresh.
Me encanta.
What's up, dude? You got a stove?
Picante.
Incredible comedy,
Thank you,
dude.
Thank you.
That is so good.
I appreciate that. I think that's like the one part of my persona that I'm actively trying to improve, you know? And recently it's been a lot of rap shit because like we were talking about earlier, like I had the Sway, the Thizzler, and the On the Radar back to back. And I had a battle too. So it's just been like a lot of bars.
Congratulations.
But before that, thank you. Before that, I was really trying to tap in more into comedy. Like I tried stand up for the first time. Woo. And it was great. And I think I did good. I don't know if stand up is my lane. I'm going to keep trying it, but really it's more practice to just build as a comedic like screenwriter, skit maker, and like try and like, you know, it's like starting an art form from scratch type beat. You know, I think I've always been funny, but like really trying to get good at the craft of funniness. You know what I'm saying?
It's a funniness comedy. There is not only is it an art form, but it's also a science, especially when like you know how to make bars funny. Like you could bring out there's punchlines in bars, but there's also punchlines in comedy. But when you're writing it as like a solo individual on a stage at the punchline in SAC or something, then that's a different beast, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Because is that where you were doing some stand-up? Was that in Sacramento?
At the punchline in SAC, I ended up hosting like a roast battle, but it was actually the roasters, unbeknownst to me, actually tried to battle rap each other.
Whoa.
So the joke was kind of like how cringe it was. But there were some good comedians in there too. I mean, they were roast comedians, so they just had to make it rhyme, but that was pretty hard for a lot of people. But my job was to basically roast how bad they were at rapping and judge. So that was definitely a big stand-up thing. And then I did one at the Punchline in San Francisco too, or at Cobb's actually.
Oh, dude! Incredible venues already.
It was my first ever stand-up at Cobb's, and like the comedians there is like, you don't know how crazy it is that the first time you're doing it is here. Like that must be really scary. And I was yikes!
That's nuts, man. The first time I did an open mic, because I tried my stab at stand up, and that shit's tough. It was at the Milk Bar in San Francisco.
Oh, yep, I've been to that.
Yeah, the mics out there. Those are tough.
Yeah,
I mean, like
it's an awkward room a little bit, right?
Yeah, but that's like where you're gonna get your reps.
Yeah,
you know, like and the hardest part is that you know, it's like the 8 people watching you, they're all comics too.
right.
So you're doing magic in front of other wizards as opposed to doing
like,
magic in front of muggles.
This trick works, bro.
Yeah, we get it. And at the same time, there's like a bartender making a fucking drink too. So you have to like
same in the rap world though. Like you got to come up in like the sloppy venues and experience what it's like to play a show for 3 people in order to like really master the stadium. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, dude. There's ropes you got to go through. Like I know that a lot of comics get some heat if I don't know. Are you familiar with who Brendan Schaub is?
Sounds familiar.
So he was an MMA fighter, UFC fighter.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then he ended up like being friends with the stand-up comic who basically helped him just rise to the ranks too fast.
Right.
Because he was a funny guy, like a funny podcaster, and then he tried his thing at stand-up, and it was just too quick, and now he just gets a lot of hate because he didn't go through the proper ropes.
Right.
But you went through the proper ropes in your craft.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for a long time. Carlos and I were talking about like we were those high schoolers that like after school we'd run to the computer, throw on YouTube, throw on King of the Dot, and then and Grind Time, and like watch like Dumbfounded, and like watch like Thesaurus, and like these are people that you've now battled.
Yes,
dude. How's the journey been? Like in terms of that?
That's something I take for granted too, because battle rap is such like a niche community that these guys are like my peers now. You know what I'm saying? But if you really think about it, like watching a Thesaurus, just off the people I battled, Thesaurus, Soul Khan, Disaster, these were guys that I like looked up to middle school, coming home, just like you said. So now that these are guys that like, first of all, that I beat, which is crazy.
Yeah,
but then also that I got the honor of sharing the ring with them and like got inspired by them and like learned a lot from their style, and then got to incorporate it, and now I'm like considered a part of battle rap. You know, battle rap is such a niche community that I'm always looking to transcend it and like become bigger than battle rap. But in doing that ambition, you forget to like take for granted like, wow, I was a huge stan of this subculture, and now I'm like in it with the goats, you know.
Yeah, dude. When I told Carlos was the first person that I hit up when like you agreed to do this podcast, because he had referenced you in the past, and like we were stoked about it. And he was just like, bro, Frak is like, what did you say verbatim? The nexus of
something like that. Yeah. Nexus was, I forgot what statement. We were discussing the meaning of this word. Christian doesn't know what nexus means.
Oh, thanks for just throwing that out there, bro.
Nah,
Appreciate it.
I'm playing.
I don't think I do either, to be honest.
Then let's break it down.
Nah, it was, we were talking about like more, it's just battle rap is like sometimes there'll be left field personalities that don't like fit the mold quite in the same way. You seem to be like the archetypal one of those. And I think partially back to the comedy thing, you've got like sometimes these comedic punchlines will like hit so hard in a crowd reaction in a way that, you know, someone like Disaster who's like just gonna talk some gun bars or like I'm gonna demolish your face type shit.
Right.
Like it's like it almost seems more effective to me sometimes, but I don't know what you think. Like in your victories, if the comedic element has been like more so something you lean on, or
yeah, I mean, I try and balance it. Like for me, it's always balancing like really good rapping with like comedic angles and timing, and because I think a lot of the comedic battle rappers get lost in the jokes and it becomes like stand up, and they lose the like rhythm and like rap aspect of it. So my goal is to always like combine those two elements at their highest form. But to your point, like I think like against a guy like Diz, who's really just coming with intensity, is like what I'm doing is kind of like a serum for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's coming at me with all this like, I'm gonna kill you and your family and Joe Biden too. And then I'm like, yo, chill. Like it's kind of like it's like an anti-Christ for that type of energy, because it kind of takes it, and then when it's my turn to rap, I set the thing. Like we're at my chill, sarcastic tone. So when someone's trying to be tough to a guy like that, I'm also 5'8", so you know it just looks weird, you know. So I'm kind of setting the tone of the battle in that sense, you know.
Dude, that's a great strategy too. I mean, like we were watching your battle with Thesaurus, and the way that you take in the punches, and it's always respectable. Like when the opponent is like smiling and like taking it like as a sport. Because we've seen those battle raps when we were younger. We're just like, oh shit, they're like for real? Like,
yeah.
But when you recognize that the artist understands what it is, it makes it that much doper.
100%. And
then like you stay, you're able to separate emotions from the craft, which makes your delivery cleaner. And it's so good. Your vernacular is wide too, and your syllable usage is insane, man.
Thank you, bro.
It's so good. And then like watching your freestyle on Sway, and then listening to like B-list celebrities, and then seeing like what bars you were taking from that.
Oh, you caught me.
Yeah. Dude, no, that shit's dope. It was so cool. Like it was just kind of like Easter eggs.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
It was kind of like because I had Sway and On the Radar back to back, and I wrote, you know, a completely original joint for On the Radar, but then Sway, I was like, this has to be like my magnum opus, you know, like I want to show him that I can freestyle. I want to show him that I can rap on a more vibey beat with double time. I want to do a soul beat to show that. And so I was plucking from some of my favorite bars I'd ever written to kind of bring to this like the best of Frak segment type of thing I tried to do, you know.
Oh, dude, it flowed. It flowed so well.
Thank you.
I mean, it was a strong start too, by saying like I'm more underground than a dinosaur spinal cord is
with the freestyle.
So good.
Thank you.
With the freestyle. That was so good, dude. I mean, like how does it feel like, I don't know, being like a representative of the Bay Area where the culture's so strong, and like I don't know, like how does the journey feel like with that?
Nah, it's definitely, that was another part of my Sway thing. I'm glad you noticed that. I was like very intentionally trying to pay homage to the Bay, because Sway himself is from the Bay, and a lot of the people that, you know, helped motivate my exact style were Bay Area folks, you know what I mean? So I wanted to take a moment to not only shout out all the Bay Area rappers who are active killing it, but then also take that back to like the environment of the Bay Area, San Francisco, tech gentrification. There's so much going on. So try and connect my musical influences to also like the reality of what's happening in the Bay right now. And that was kind of like that second verse in the Sway freestyle.
Yeah, dude, and you can tell just like they were all fucking with it. It was so cool. As someone like I'm sure who has just been looking up to being on there, and like they say on Sway, you manifested that shit with the in 2020. You green screened yourself.
I trolled myself on there for sure.
This man somehow imported himself in an episode of Sway in the Morning that went viral. And I looked at it and it was like, I do not remember this kid. Can you explain to the audience what you did?
During the pandemic, you were doing the Bedroom Bars series.
Yes.
So I freestyle for you and your daughter.
Yeah, Kiyomi.
When this quarantine is over, I want to invite you to Sway in the Morning.
Oh, shit, I'm going to freestyle on Sway. And then the pandemic just went on and on and on. And I said, you know what? If the pandemic's going to last all this long, I'm going to make my own reality happen. So we decided to green screen a Sway in the Morning freestyle. I'm so glad you took it with the respect as intended, because I've been watching Sway my entire life. It's inspired me, you know, as an MC, watching so many of my favorites grace this platform. And I hope that the result could be this, that you'd see it, you fuck with it, and I get to really do it in real time.
It's so funny, dude. It's so good. Of the three things that like you of like writtens, battle rapping, and freestyling, what's the one like that really pulls at your heartstrings the most?
My heartstrings, I'd say music. So written songs, because at the end of the day, that's like the most therapeutic thing, like writing a song. And it's also like, I think the thing I love the most is like writing music, performing music, being a musician. The battles are like the worst thing. They're just like painstaking, a month of just like preparing and memorizing and shitting your pants, and then you're there. So that whole process is crazy. But in the moment, the adrenaline of like getting a reaction and like winning a battle is unlike anything. But I'd say that's less heartstrings than it is like, you know, full body, like, you know what I mean? And the music is like there to fall back on. I think trying to use battle rap to promote the music has been the way I combine interweave those two things, you know.
Wow. And then where does freestyling fit in that?
Freestyling is like a curse I've been blessed with, you know what I mean? It's like it's like I didn't choose this freestyle.
I didn't choose this life.
Just happen to think like, I think I'm probably on the spectrum or something, and I'm just like have that exact type of tism where you're just good at rapping. No, but but honestly, freestyling is awesome. Also very therapeutic. I used to work with youth in the Bay Area at the organization called Youth Speaks in East Oakland and Frisco, and we basically just freestyled with kids all day. And like the therapeutic, once you get them out their shells and they're like a comfortable group, like the therapeutic vibes of freestyling are always just so high. Like being able to just say whatever comes to your mind and chest and let it out and rap it, and then, you know, often that leads to music. That leads to someone being confident enough to do improv, all these other things. So I think that freestyling has a special place in my heart, but I wouldn't want to be like, you know, how like Harry Mack and some of these other online personalities, like professional freestylers, like that doesn't interest me as like a life thing. You know what I mean? Like I think it's more of a activity that I throw in there doing my shows to get people hyped, but it's not like the end goal, if that makes sense.
That does make perfect sense. Like it is cool that it's the dopamine rush of having to come up with something on the spot and the immediate reaction, because like with art, and why something written is so beautiful and why that brings so much joy into your craft is because you prepare for a long time this thing that you fucking love, and you put it out and it gets the love. Improv and freestyling is weird because it teaches you, like it gives you this rush that you don't get anywhere else, where you don't really prepare, and it gives you that dopamine rush. It's that fast fix, you know? Yeah,
for sure. It's the heroin of
Oh, the heroine of rap.
But the communal nature too, for sure. Huh? It's kind of a social dynamic that, like, you know, I mean, even rapping bars at each other in a battle, like if you like with homies and you're freestyling together, it seems like, I think that's a very Bay Area thing too. We come up in that culture from even kind of a young age sometimes, like just learning to do that. And it's something that brings people
It's like
together.
a collective consciousness type thing.
For
like there's like a
real.
shared energy in the room. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
I even felt that like in my first freestyle battle I ever had. I was like, because I was like a conscious rapper when I was like 16,
Oh,
17. So I was like, you remember how I was rapping with the St. Valentine. So then when I did my first battle, I was like, nah, I'm too positive for this. But then when you get in the ring and actually do it, you're freestyling with someone, it's like you're insulting each other, but really you're building on this like collective energy, and all the rebuttals going back and forth is like you're basically like cooking up something together, even though it's like it's the one thing that's like oppositional but also collaborative. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like
Yeah.
you're trying to kill someone but also like working together to like make moments, you know.
Man, and we wondering too, like, does that translate to like, are you kicking it with Saurus and these cats? Are you
Yeah.
getting drinks and all that and stuff?
100%.
That's real.
Like, I mean, some of that shit in battle rap is real. Like, some
Yeah.
people really hate each other. There's real beefs. There's
Right.
people who carry guns. Like, I'm not trying to, I can only speak for myself.
Sure.
And there are people who have, not me personally, but there are a lot of people who have tried to start beefs with me and who hate me. And, you know, there's a lot of salty men in battle rap. So there's definitely, it's not to say that there's not beef, because even if I don't want there to be, there is. But for me personally, I've made some really good friendships through battle rap. And like Thesaurus is a great example. Like me, Ilmac, Thesaurus, and Pass spend like every week on Zoom writing rap cartoons, you know,
Oh,
because
word.
we wrote
yeah,
like
that's
the
right.
the Kraft cheese, and we're about to do another one for the NBA. And we did one, a peanut butter versus jelly rap battle, which is gonna come out soon. I think that might have been exclusive for your.
Wow,
it can't be that
dude.
bad exclusive.
We'll clip
PB
that.
versus J coming soon. But you know, working with those guys is like we're basically just cooking up bars together on Zoom, like having the time of our life, and that's kind of like a job. And that especially with those guys, because Ilmac, Thesaurus, and Pass are the generation before me in battle rap, you know, real pioneers, and they all inspired me to start doing it. So just cooking up with them and coming up with bars for a piece of cheese to say to another piece of cheese is like surreal for sure.
Dude, that's so smart, though. I mean, like, not even the idea of taking two inanimate objects and, you know, what would they say to each other if they're personified. But the raps themselves are smart. Comedy takes intellect, right?
Right.
And you're killing that, man. It's so dope.
Thank
you ever
you.
think about, like, before I get into that, I want to mention that the thing that you said about, like, battle rapping and how that could easily come off with aggressive and with some competition. However, there's something collaborative with it.
Yeah.
I had maybe a week ago, I had this Muay Thai fighter. Shout out to Eddie Abasolo, and he was saying something similar with
No way.
something as, you know, you get in the ring and people think that you have this beef for each other. You're literally throwing fists and elbows and kicks in the ring. However, what I know about that man across from me and what that man knows about me is something that my closest friends will not even know, because it's only you two in that shared space with that shared art together.
Oh yeah. It's almost like a little homoerotic.
Yeah.
Like not Muay Thai, but battle rap. Like
Because if you start kissing, that's when it becomes a thing.
Yeah, these dudes are so close to doing it, but without even making it a gay thing. Like it is like very intimate. And
it is.
like after you battle someone, most people become hella close friends afterwards,
bet.
because you end up building up all this shit, and then you release that energy together, and like it's like kind of like lifelong friendships can start from that release of tension. Ayo.
So like after a battle, you're just like, what are you doing later?
Yeah, exactly. type shit. It's like, I fucked your mom and I hate you and all your raps are weak. Time. Look, let's get us some food, man.
Let's get it right afterwards.
Yeah, it's like the craziest duality of energy for sure.
I mean, that's the stereotype of, like, you know how they say when girls fight, when girls don't like each other, they say nice things to each other and they silently resent each other. Guys, they'll get into a fist fight,
Yeah.
and they'll go get a beer right after.
Honestly, that is a good thing the battle raps taught me too. And like in my regular friendships is like, and even with my like partners, like you got to be confrontational.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously don't be a dick, like communicate in a non-violent way, but letting things percolate in the air and not confronting them and holding resentment is the worst way to be. Like the best way is to confront someone and tell them everything you think of them, because then you're gonna be able to just like clear the air and figure your shit out, you know?
Wow, dude.
Battle rap as therapy, I think it should be
Everyone should do it.
Yeah.
There should be like, you know how people search for different therapists, the right one.
Yeah.
There should be like a website for specifically for battle rap therapy.
Yeah, I love that. Couples therapy.
Dude, and then just rap battle your fucking my fiance. I don't like when you don't do the dishes. And she'll say some shit to me that, and then I should get better at confrontation, dude.
Yeah, I'll work on it, man.
Oh yeah,
I'll train you.
Please and thank you. Speaking of which, like I want to, as people that like love freestyling, like what's your, in my mind, if I were to close my eyes and how it works, because people have asked me how I go
Let's
about
get
it.
to it.
I'll say a bar, and then at the end of that bar, let's say it's gonna be like cardboard, and then I'm thinking of cardboard, and then there's a tree. There's a tree that sprouts off from that word, and I have 5 different choices from words that I know that.
So you have a rhyme bank built in, basically.
Rhyme bank built in, and then you choose one, and it's basically like a choose your own destiny.
Okay, so where are you going from cardboard?
Hardcore.
Yeah.
And so watching some porn, not soft, but that's hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
And then
doing parkour.
Exactly. That was the word I was thinking of.
Plugging the aux cord type shit, you know?
I would never thought of aux cord though. That shit's
You got the vibe of someone from Hogwarts type
Oh,
shit.
dude, man.
Hey,
dude. I'm like a level 1 knight, and you out here being a level 69 paladin. That's
the
nuts.
game, bro.
I leveled up today, man. This is crazy.
But it is similar for me in terms of like how it works.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a little bit different because the tree is backwards. So I know I'm getting to golf course.
Whoa.
So the tree works backwards. So I'm saying, what can I say to get me there?
Whoa.
Is it cardboard Hogwarts mode? It's like thinking backwards freestyling. I try and describe it to my students that way.
You have a destination.
Yeah, and not always. You know, sometimes the best freestyles is where there is no destination, and they just it unravels, and I find a new rhyme, and I'm like that. You know, you enter that flow state, and just anything can happen. That's really dope too. But like if I'm like tonight I'm about to freestyle and they're gonna do like project images on the wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have to like freestyle about the images. And like if I know that it's like like Hogwarts is the thing, I'm like, okay, that's or let's say it's a picture of Harry Potter. I'm like, I want to rhyme the word Hogwarts or something like that, or Avada Kedavra. Like I know that's what I want to get to. So what rhymes am I gonna do first that takes me there? And usually come up with 3 setup rhymes on my way there. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's nuts, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good. I don't think that far. Once the rhyme comes up, it's like blowing my load too fast. It's just like, oh man, I got a dope word next. I'm not thinking of 3 fillers in between.
But you're already ahead because most people are just freestyling just, you know, whatever they know about what rhymes. But if you already have a tree, like if you already have a rhyme bank, right, is what I call it, where you know what words rhyme with each other, you're like 80% of the way there.
Wow.
Now you just got to flip it. So next time you freestyle, try it. Try thinking of where you want to go. Like you knew you wanted to get to fucking cardboard, right?
Yeah.
So try saving cardboard for the second bar and come up with one rhyme before it.
Wow,
you know,
dude, rap exercises, man. This is great freestyle exercises, man. It's a beautiful skill that, I mean, because we were those like hooligans that when it would be a Friday night, we just all like rotate a blunt between us 2 and like 2 other people, and it would be like, we're the greatest fucking freestylers.
should we go on tour, bro?
Should we fucking? But Carlos was the one that like leveled us up because he was the first one to start rapping in triplets like Migos, and we're just like, you could do
Bone
something.
Thugs and Harmony too.
And Bone Thugs and Harmony, yeah.
Yeah, when the white dude makes the Bone Thugs jump, that's how you know he's leveling up.
Well, Carlos is like a weird, like you're an enigma because you look white, but your name is Carlos, and so you could be anything, and so like you can make any reference, will be like, yeah, that guy got.
Yeah, call me on it. See what race you think I am, and then just say something. They'll never know.
And yeah, someone that listens to Migos and then just kills it in jazz piano is someone that's just like
Dangerous.
Dangerous for real.
That's triplets in two different ways right there.
Straight up.
Oh,
Yep.
legit. Oh.
That's probably why you got the patterns, because you got that musical theory.
Yeah, it's a definite part of it that you recognize it in, music before, like, it kind of gets, because now, like, rappers talk about triplets a lot, which
Dude,
is,
it's funny.
it's
Like,
awesome.
I worked the other way, where, like, I started with rap, and now I understand beats and, like, production way better because I'm like, I know this is the pocket I want my words to sit in, and I kind of describe it, and they're like, oh, yeah, that's, like, this thing in music. I was like, oh, that's what you guys call it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Is comedy improv something you'd ever do?
I did improv as a kid, so I think that definitely like my mom sent me to some like nonprofit camp called Bats. They have like
I'm familiar.
They have Bats still going on. Shout out Bats in Fort Mason. So I definitely did that when I was a kid. And I actually ended up teaching a class there too with my homie Larry Dorsey for like freestyling a little
That's
bit
so
too,
cool.
because a lot of the improv people wanted to learn how to freestyle. But yeah, I would. Yeah, I have been doing improv actually a little bit. I actually can't talk about that, but I'll tell you after the show. But I've been getting back into that lane for sure. But I don't think I would want to become like a professional improvisational actor. But definitely, it's a helpful tool.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's very similar to what you were saying, like about battle rap. It's not the end goal, but it helps, right? Yeah. Because it helps. Like, let's say if you're an actor. And they just say, like, let's say you're doing like a Seth Rogen type film. Yeah. All he does is just like ad libs.
Yeah,
all
right.
Those are, like, non-written.
In the moment, like respond to the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there's no money in like doing that as a actual thing, unless you're like Ben Schwartz, who's like
he kills.
He kills.
That's John Ralphio, right?
No, that's like John Ralphio from what?
Parks and Rec.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, John Ralphio. Yes.
Ben Schwartz.
Or Sonic the Hedgehog if you're a child. Yeah, dude, it's so cool that you are the guy that's good at all these things that I want to be good at.
It's so cool that fuck you.
Delete the episode, dude.
He's about to steal my powers like the Monstars after this.
Oh shit! Yeah, you drink this water. Is that how it worked in Space Jam? Like they drank water and then
they like held the ball and like
and took the powers that way. Damn, that crazy reference.
Bogues and all them.
But honestly, I'm still like, I humble myself doing that type of stuff because I'm still finding my comedic voice. You know, like I feel like I know my rap voice, my battle rap approach. So I had to take a second and humble myself of like, there's still so much I don't know about like acting. Like I'm trying to do screenwriting right now, like with the cartoons, we're like trying to write a pilot. Wow. So like there's still a lot I gotta like be like, nah, I'm taking this from scratch and like really learning how to do this craft like it's something new, you know?
Yeah. Dude, that's dope. I mean, like the fact that you're not stopping where you're at, because I feel like there's a lot of people that would feel complacent. They're just like, I was on Sway, that's it. Like it's that's my catalytic moment and I'm not gonna try anymore. But you're just like, nah, that's just another check off of your list, right? Mm-hmm. And you do look like the type of guy that would get casted in everything, though.
Really?
Hell yeah, man!
It's still up for slovenly looking Jews like me. We're still running the media like
y'all
that?
Are still running the media. There's two like categories right now. There's like that, so you're gonna get casted as like Seth Rogen's cousin in Knocked Up 4, or something like that. Easy. I could probably be in the next Shang-Chi, or something like, or like, I don't know, Joe Coy's cousin in the next Easter Sunday. But yeah, I mean, like, what do you think you would be? Typecast yourself now.
Well, it's funny because right now, like the only things I'm getting casted in, because I come from such a black culture and black art form, like this, I just get casted as the white guy who's with the black people type thing, or like
that's great.
the nerdy opposition to like that's the only things I've done so far, and like skits and stuff. So it's hard to imagine like myself in like real like Hollywood, what I would do.
Oh, you could do it, dude. I mean, because I think you could play the romantic interest. I think you could be
really?
yeah, fuck the Henry Cavills. It's about the Fraks, man.
Wow.
I think so. There's something so cool about like you don't see yourself as like the conventional good looking guy. Mm-hmm. And there's those rom-coms.
Oh yeah,
are
okay.
the best.
I actually, when I did stand up for the first time, that was one of my bits. I was like, talking about Jewish people running the media and how they say it. I'm like, nah, it doesn't seem that way. You don't hear Jewish music in Macy's. You hear Christmas music. You don't see Jewish superheroes. But then I was like, wait, the one place you do see it is the fucking ugliest Jew will be dating Nicole Kidman in a rom-com. That's where we snuck it in. It's a bunch of Jews writing like, this character that looks just like me should hook up with the baddest bitch. You know what I mean?
Dude, well, those fucking sell because that just means that like personality, dude. Personality goes a long fucking way.
Yeah.
And like it's relatable, man.
Well, I'm glad you think I'm cute, bro. That made me feel good, man.
I'll cast you, yeah, bro. The first thing I said when I was putting you in focus was, man, Frak, you're real symmetrical. He said, you're lying. Your camera's broken.
He's looking at me with rose-colored glasses, folks.
I think there's just like, I see a lot of myself in you. I'm also a white guy. No, I'm kidding. It's there's a lot of parallels, and like, and I have high respect that you, because I've always considered myself as a jack of all trades, which I'm cool with. But that means you're a master of none. Mm-hmm. However, the fact that you do all these things does not interfere with the quality in which you pursue them.
Yeah.
Like you could easily be spread thin, and like these could all just be like little party tricks. But nah, you're navigating this entire game with quality, man.
That's cool hearing that from outside perspective, because from my perspective, I feel very spread thin. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I got my hands in all these pots. I got to make money with one of them. Which one's going to pan out? Like that type of thing. So, I'm still very much, even though like, especially these last few months, like from the outside in, it looks like I'm like really succeeding as an artist and doing a lot of cool platforms and going viral. Like there's still a lot of room to grow and a lot of places to take it. And I feel like I'm still like in that phase of like how you might feel now too, is just like trying to figure out what's next and where to take it,
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I'm like, the way that I'm running this podcast is the way that I've ran life. Like people will consider this podcast successful because of the recognition it's gained and the people I've had on. And people will say the same thing about like me getting this house. But it's adulthood is not, for me, adulthood is not knowing how the fuck I got here. I just did shit, signed some papers, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about this podcast.
That's the curse of that. I mean, that's like what being a millennial is right now. It's like,
dude.
The boomers took all the money. They took all the property.
Oh, man.
So now we're just out here. And they gave us, I don't want to blame the boomers for this, but we gave ourselves the idea that having a meaningful life also means being a creative person with some type of internet brand, and so many people are trying to achieve that while also working a 9 to 5, while also finding meaning in their social life. So we're all just spread thin and we don't have any resources. So definitely looking back and being like, wow, I don't know how I just did that is the life story of millennials right now, for surely.
Do you live in your head a lot?
Yeah, I'm a heady guy.
Are you
Heyo.
like what do you do you like over what aspects of your success or just career with this craft like do you overthink?
A lot, a lot. I definitely feel the attachment to my phone and like the dopamine of like, I feel attached to like the results sometimes. I'm like, I made this thing like on the radar today. Like my girlfriend was like, why aren't you just proud that you did this amazing thing that's like this thing that Drake did and you really wanted to accomplish. And like, I'm like, yeah, but it has to do good. And I have to like see it through the eyes of my fans and all these things. And I think that in itself is overthinking, in a sense of like being attached to the way people react to something rather than just being proud of the art itself. And I think part of that also has helped me do well on social media and all these things, because I'm very tapped into my fans and very communicative with them. But at the same time, I think there's like a toxic aspect of that, of like being too attached to like how, you know, in battle rap there's a million haters, so I'm like very numb to hate, you know, like I get hate all the time. But being attached to how people see things and how people react and how people are perceiving things, I think you can overthink that too much rather than just living, you know.
Yeah, no, I get that. And I think it's the inevitable trait that comes with being a creative during this time period.
Yeah.
Imagine like living, if you were like a rapper in the 90s, man. Yeah. You kind of just put that thing out there.
Yeah.
And you just wait.
Yeah, no, we were just talking about this. I was like, being a rapper in 2024 is really just like writing your own captions and sitting at a computer. And I was like, imagine telling Nas and like Big Daddy Kane that like being a rapper is like making content and like adding your little cool designs and making sure it's vertical. And they're like, bro, I'm just rapping out here. Yeah. And then but they also, like you're saying, they had to wait. Like we have a direct access to all these people, all our fans. It's easier than ever to like, you know, interact with people internationally, you know. And that, imagine how many talented rappers there were, you know, in the Bronx when it first started that just didn't have a platform to make it past the 20 people in their neighborhood.
Hell no, you'd have to go to like a record company and then like slide your demo underneath some producer or some like executive's door, you know. And like hopefully they could like listen to it.
Right.
But now, like, you know, for the people playing the social media game and succeeding. You know, like shout out to La Russell who did that, is doing that, and is popping off.
You guys had him on here, right?
Yes, sir. And like, and what a humble man, dude.
Yeah.
And like, now I got you here, dude. Like people like you, I consider you one of the top people coming out of the Bay Area right now.
Oh, thank you, bro.
And it's definitely like humbling to like have you here, say what's up to you, and just chop it up, man. Like
La Russell's definitely an inspiration for me, like how you're talking about me too. Like I went to his Pergola show for the first time, actually on my birthday last month, and it was great because you could tell it was such a inundated community. Like people really knew each other, loved each other. There were rappers there. There's like this young rapper Malachi who I did a Dizzler cypher with, and he's kind of like the youngin' of the group, and La Russa always let him rap. So it was cool to see. I feel like there are parallels, like, you know, I'm kind of building my own community with the Family Not a Group in the Bay, in San Francisco, and doing all types of shows, and we're building our own community and doing a lot of freestyling, so having that interactive where people are suggesting things and it being its own community event. But La Russell, I think, really is giving the blueprint for like how to build a small community in real life and a big community on the internet, and have people interested in that small community and wanting to be a part of it. So the social media kind of being a way to feel like you're, you know, people genuinely are like becoming a part of something.
Yeah. There's that weird juxtaposition that social media does bring, like you were saying before, like the dopamine, the immediate spike in our dopamine when you get that like, when you see the number of likes or the number of views on your reel. But there is also the beauty of being able to have those listeners in Spain, in the fucking Philippines that like really fuck with you. Otherwise, I mean, like you can't send your demo reel via, I mean, I guess you could put it in a box and ship it off to Manila, but it's creating so many possibilities for you. Now hella people will see this clip of Sway, and then that'll be like, okay, let's go check out the full episode.
Yep.
And not only do they get to see you rap and freestyle, but they get to see you chop it up too, man.
The interview section was dope too. Sway's a real journalist, man. He had some hard hitting questions.
Ooh, yeah. That's the thing, man. It's what an inspiration as well. How you feeling about like freestyling today, my friend?
Uh-oh, my boys put the pressure on me. They said,
Damn.
we've been rapping in the car since we were 12. We're just gonna rap at you until you rap back.
Oh, dude, we did say that. Carlos said on text, we're just gonna rap at him until he wants to do it. And it worked out. Just to rap battle. I just want to shout out like you being in that scene.
Yeah.
And like the fact that we shared this common interest around the same age, watching King of the Dot and Grind Time, because that spurred. I think I'm a decent freestyler.
Yeah.
And then there was like this weird subculture at our high school where I became like the Filipino freestyle kid.
Oh, you became the freestyle guy.
I was the guy there.
I didn't know I was talking to a freestyle guy.
This was him.
People,
Yeah.
and I would just do it. We just have circles.
Like at parties and stuff, or like in the cafeteria?
Parties and like out at the quad in high school.
Okay.
And like we'd have circles and the circles would slowly get bigger. It would be on Fridays and we call it Freestyle Fridays.
Nice.
And it was to the point where I was doing it out of love, just saying like stupid shit, fucking bitches, smoking weed, drinking shit. And then it got to the point where like actual rappers at the school that were like good were coming up to me and be like, I heard you rap. And I was like, not really. They're just like, I want to rap battle you right now. And I'd be like, I'm down. And then I'd just say like funny bars and I would somehow win.
So you started cooking real rappers.
Yeah. I mean,
Were they not happy with you?
their friends weren't happy with them. For example, like there was this big one that the principal had to break up. I don't know if you were there for that. But there was some guy that I called an anorexic shack. And everyone was just like that's a hard bar. And like it was trash at the time. It was just like, oh shit, anorexic shack. And
You're tall and skinny.
that's all it was, dude. But a prolific center, you know. But yeah. And then this guy's homies were so upset, and like I was darker and I looked different. Some homie said, "Yo, you gotta roast this slumdog millionaire." And I'm like, I'm Filipino.
That's the best part about being racially ambiguous is it's hard to roast, you know?
Yeah.
You have an advantage in battles because you can kind of, or maybe it's worse because you have even more stereotypes can land on you.
Dude, double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Legit is what it was. But yeah, I just wanted to like bring up that context of what that was and just like, you know, obviously backseat freestyling and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, you know, it's dope to now be able to get to freestyle with one of the greats. So let's get into this thing. So how are we going to run this, boys? Are we going to write some words right here? I'll hold it up.
Let's do both. Well, I'll do one with the words and then we can do like you guys want to do like trade off every 4 bars type thing? We build on each other.
Like what you've been doing, like Foursquare?
Yeah, come on. Shout out Foursquare.
Man. You and like you just got from the Bay to the Bronx.
Yep. Out now with Lou Castro.
A flood in the Bay with
Stunna Man.
Yeah. Isaiah, yours and Isaiah's track is probably gonna be on like my my Spotify Wrapped at the end of this year. Bro.
Oh, that's actually the other thing too. Is like other than comedy and screenwriting and that's another thing I'm trying to get more into is singing.
Dude.
And doing that with Isaiah, who's like a beautiful voice, you know.
Incredible,
you
man.
You have to really humble yourself to like try singing with that dude like that, you know what I'm saying?
He just floats up there.
Mm-hmm.
His head voice and his falsetto is absolutely insane.
And he's got bars.
Too. You guys are like rapping to like a 6/8 type beat.
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
You got that.
Oh man, yeah, that it's so good because not only is that hook so killer, that's like one of those songs, and like I've said this before on my podcast with like my guests whose music I really fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
I go to work, I throw on some music, and that song always is just like, Christian, like, what is this song? Like my Shazam's not catching it, or like this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, these two.
Yeah,
these
there's
two
some
cats.
shit before Shazam. You wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't
Peep
know.
the pod though, maybe.
And shout out to that visual that you guys shot for that on Muni.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's some real Bay Area shit.
With 2 mic stands just in Muni, like that shit's so funny. All right, here, Carlos, I'll have you write the words.
Got you.
How many do you want, Frak?
Let's do 10.
10. Dang. All right. Oh, you want me to? Okay, let's caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Damn, how you spell that?
2 T's, I think. 2 I's. I mean 2 L's. Pillar.
All right. You'll know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, am I thinking of something now?
Yeah, why don't I write it so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
big
can
facts.
think of it? You know what I'm saying?
Way better handwriting too. All right.
Juxtaposition.
All right, you do 5. I'll do 5 then.
Okay. Simplicity. I ain't trying to say something like cat or how many times do you get orange? Always.
Every time. Orange and onomatopoeia are the ones I always get.
Oh yeah.
Those are the ones that the people that say it, they're just like, I got him. There's no way. Infrared.
Infrared.
And William Shatner. And I'll hold it up here so the camera can see it as you
Oh yeah.
as you rap.
Oh yeah, good call.
All right, I'm gonna set it off with a name too. We'll go Andre Nicotina. Do you ever get 1 syllable words in these things? Do people? It seems like never, huh?
No, sometimes it's boring, but I can take a 1 syllable.
But in a
Yeah.
different language.
Nah, we won't. All right, Sand Tongue. You familiar with that spot? Yeah.
Shout out Santon.
Let's go.
The best chicken wings
Yes.
in the Bay.
For sure. All right, I'll hit you with all right, Mission Bay.
Okay, Mission Bay. What? Why is that? What significant is that to you?
So I just we've kicked it a good amount of times there. We've been going to the Warriors games there, and then also Larry June been talking about it a lot. He always
Wait, so they consider
that area, huh?
They
I don't know,
consider
maybe not.
Chase Center Mission Bay?
That's what cats have said.
Because that's what I think of when I just go to the doctor. That's like Kaiser to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean the whole the UCSF zone and all that?
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah, that could also be considered. Yeah, all right. So then,
You got 3, so 2 more.
yeah, something off the wall. All right. Oh yeah, Mr. Bean.
Literally off the wall.
Ooh, straight up.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a bar.
All right, and then something. All right, Larry David
These are great ones. This might be a classic.
for sure.
Hell yeah.
What beat you throwing on for
Ooh,
me?
it's up to you. What do we want to
I
throw
think you
on?
need something.
Carlos, choose something.
Someone's like, it's like a Jay-Z beat. I don't know. All right.
I can't just say. I can't just say.
All right.
Put that in Shazam.
All right. Hey Siri. Ho oh.
No, all right. Yeah, you think something like more chilled out boom bap, like not too fast, or you want to
Anything, bro. Challenge me.
Huh? Let's go. All right, man. We might have to do shook ones then. I think.
Okay, maybe not Sugar.
All right,
That might be
That's
too
too classic.
stereotypical.
Yeah. I feel
Everybody
you.
from the 313.
Put your hands in the air. Yeah. All right. Nah. Let me come with a real choice. Oh, all right.
You got it. What's it gonna be? And they could be type beats too.
Let's do nah. It's not a type beat. It's called "The Message" by Nas.
Oh, great beat.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can you guys hear that pretty good?
We got Caterpillar.
Want me to hold it?
Yeah. We got Caterpillar, Juxtaposition, Simplicity, Infrared, William Shatner, Andre Nicotina, Sand Tongue, Mission Bay, Mr. Bean, and Larry David. Hey. Can't be that bad. Let's go. On this Nas beat, but it's recipes to Mac Miller. I turned into butterfly. I started as a caterpillar. Hey, and you know I rap way better than them other guys. I'm like Kendrick Lamar. This is how you pimp a butterfly. Hey, every time that you know I put the incision, putting your girl in any position. No, it's a juxtaposition. Every time I get it when I rap to infinity, I make it look complex, but it's really simplicity. Hey, every time that you know I'm in the seams, it's infrared when I hit y'all all with the beam. Hey, when I got every time I'm at eye high. top, and then I'm gonna hit you with the infrared like Cyclops. Ay, every time that you know that I rap it now, I'm like William Shatner, I am the captain now. Shout out to Captain Kirk, put you in your locker. It's Captain Kirk, but I'ma hit y'all with a spocker. Ay, every time I go in, it's like LMAO. I'm with Andre Nicotina, I'm Ayo for yayo. Ay, Andre Nicotina, when I go infuse it, I'm with him, we on the 4 a.m. bridge music. Oh, every time you know I'm in the damn bung. Every time I rap from here, you know I'm Mac it bung. I'm like Mac McClung when I get it sung. And I'm gonna hit you with a chicken wing like Santung. Ay, every time you know that I'm in the bay, make it here, then I make it disintegrate. When I go from here to the 68, rap till I'm 68, and I'm gonna rap at Kaiser at the Mission Bay. Ay, the flow too clean like Listerine, making all these rappers quiet, kinda like Mr. Bean. Ay, every time you know that I got it off, it's kinda like Mr. Bean, the flow is straight up off the wall. Hey, every time you know I keep it variated. They saying that I'm Larry June meets Larry David. Nah, every time I give him the word, it's Larry David, cause I'm putting all y'all rappers on the curb. That's time.
Let's go, Frak. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck,
all right,
man?
y'all, come on, keep it going.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Go.
Enthusiastic with the flows, Larry David type vibes every time I come through the San Ho or the SF. Yeah, you know that's the best. I put them in Kaiser cause they on the stretch.
Yeah, my name is Christian with the beat. Got a foot fetish, so I'm licking right off the feet. And I don't like that white bread. You know I'm gonna constantly just eat the wheat.
Eat the wheat. He's a wheat binder. Now he's a foot fetish guy. He's on feet finder. Hey, every time you know that I get it with the cleats, you know he's seeing the feet.
Yeah, and I see it in my sleep. That's how Christian goes when he says skeet seat. Cause everything's a wet dream when he's in the music. He doesn't know how he does it. He ain't gonna lose it.
I'm dreaming, I'm scheming, I'm teaming up with bitches. I'm like a genie, I'm granting 3 wishes.
Ooh.
Take my penis, I think it's delicious. Gonna go downstairs, make fiance have to do the dishes.
Hit y'all with a battering ram. I'm a genie too. I hit y'all with the Alakazam. From here to Amsterdam, rap it fam, and I'm gonna got it man. Pass it to my man Carlos. He gon' rap it and.
Hey, rap it and like I'm Shaq. I'm Alakazam with the shit or the Mac like I'm Goldie. Every time I'm coming in with the 4-3. What is 43? I don't know.
About to drink some 40s right off of the curb. You know I fucking heard that I'm chilling with the herd. Just like a sheep or just like a horse. I'm a really nice guy. Count up to 4.
Count up to 4 when I'm riding on a boat. You a sheep, you a sheep. I'm the motherfucking goat. When I spit it here and you know the flow is so goated. The beat gon' end, but the flow keep flowing.
Yeah, let's fucking get it. God damn. All right, you guys want to run more? Like, I mean, like, we could do this however long
Let's do
you
another
want.
beat.
Damn, dude. The dopamine.
You're flowing, the flow state.
All right. We still swapping 4s?
Yeah, come on.
All right. Who want to start? Carlos? I think you were up next. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit don't ever stop when we on the block. We in V-Town, but you know this shit don't get hot. Nah.
Keep going.
It's a chill town. That's why we all bring it down. Coming through, I come around. I'm bringing it back to the town that's open.
Yeah, I'm about to fucking spit. When I take a shit, yeah, you know I have to sit. Except when I leave the motherfucking seat up, I'm like, God damn, I just fucking got C cups.
Oh, he got C cups. He leave the seat up when he's with his girlfriend. He's like, hey, put your feet up. Let me see those toes now. We gonna hold down. Then they gonna take them clothes down while we roll around.
Ooh. Roll around making sandwiches. Christian ain't even into that shit. He into fetish shit. That's why he be eating up the feet in the sandwich. He gonna use that instead of the meat. Yeah, and make it vanish.
Sandwich, lettuce, I am the bestest.
Hey.
I don't give a fuck if I have a foot fetish. Let us continue, cause I'm really dope. I got me a lightsaber. I'm a new hope.
Ooh, he's a new hope and he is the white savior. Kinda like Star Wars, I got the lightsaber. Vroom, vroom, every time I go, when I blues off, tools off. Now I know why you made me take my shoes off.
Oh, it's cause he trying to see them pinky whites. That shit right there, yeah, he got that Barry White flow. Because he trying to seduce all the cats who come up into the studio. He knows where they at.
Yeah, you know I'm about the toes. Yeah. Yo, I'm about the hoes. Yeah. Not even my mama knows, because 1 to 10, I'm all about the toes.
Hey, yeah, we all about the toes. This could
toes.
be a hit, I swear we all about the toes.
Yeah,
Send
feet.
Christian them toes. Yeah, and your granny's granddad. Send them toe pics, it can't be that bad.
Ooh, yeah, the bars is really hard. This shit going hard, but we gotta be quiet because we gotta listen to this shit like ASMR.
Ooh.
I forgot Frak had a bar about that, but I don't remember. Hey.
ASMR. I'm chilling in my car. What is my last name? It's Christian Baltazar. I'm about to get your motherfucking lady. I got me strong jeans and I got babies.
And you know that I be rapping bars. Your last name is Balthazar, and you live on Alcazar.
Yup.
That's just kinda half hard. Every time it's real quiet. Tell you like ASMR, we make these rappers quiet.
Ooh. I ain't got nothing for that.
Oh, dude, I was hoping you just going in.
Do some Yin Yang Twins flow right quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, girl, I got a penis if you wanna put it in.
Hey.
I'm really nice. I got some melanin. You wanna get a baby that's light skinned? Not with me because I'm with the fucking team.
Hey, and you see that I gon' take it far. Hey, and you know that I'm gon' make the bars. He's Filipino, but he's drinking on wine. It's Filipino noir every time I spit it when we rap the bars.
Bro, what the fuck?
Filipino noir. That's gotta be your new. That's gotta be your new rap name.
Filipino noir, dude. If it's not my rap name, that's if I'm gonna be a Bay Area vigilante.
But instead of saving you just have to open a crack a bottle of wine and watch it.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish I could do something about this. Sucks to suck, man. Especially in Vallejo, man. Like we just can't do nothing about the crime.
Oh, shit.
All right, what else we running back? This is hella fun. We could do like 1 or 2 more, and then like do some closers.
That was 2. All right, we did like a boom bap, old school beat. We did like a more getting hyped.
Yeah.
All right, I think we need a Bay Area, like a Cali style slap right
yeah.
now.
You got a specific one in mind?
Yeah, all right, let's go. Do you think the Cali sound is very divided, like LA beats
Oh,
are
yeah.
not Bay beats? Yeah.
Definitely
it's
very
like
different.
way its own thing.
Yeah, I mean LA stole a bunch of Bay Area type
For
shit.
sure,
But
huh? Caspi sound.
I know
All right,
the sound that comes out of here, one of a kind.
dang. And you rapped on the Jacka beat on
I
Sway,
did.
huh?
Glamorous, one of my favorite beats of all time. Rest in peace to God.
Man, what you think? What's a good like let's say like a 2000s era, like that era baby?
Anything Mac Dre.
Mac Dre,
Anything
for real.
Mac Dre.
All right, man.
Here, I'm gonna type in Mac Dre
Get
instrumental.
Stupid, maybe.
Get Stupid will be fire. Let's go. We
Get
did V2.
stupid. All
It's
right.
only right. Oh.
All right. Where did we end? We ended with you, right? And
Yeah.
Then, so Carlos, and we'll go back.
TUPID. I don't really know. I ain't trying to see you P. That's why I'm just trying to do my own thing. I ain't in that freaky shit. I stay in my own lane.
When we pull up to the crib, it's whoa Christian. He's making sandwiches with nutrition. Fucking go to court and I know I'm swishing. It's the clit that I'm constantly licking.
Hey, I rap it on the IMAX. The clit? Bro, how did you find that? I've been looking for that shit under the hood. I didn't know it existed. Is it good?
I couldn't even find that. Trying to get to another page. That's another climax. That's why I gotta wind it back. And I'm rewinding that. I think these other hoes ain't even gonna be finding that.
I'm trying to find the vagina, but every time I look for it, I end up in China.
Oh, shit.
And I'm not a whiner, but you know I drink a lot of wine, so I'm a whiner.
I'm a whiner. I need to go to China more. I'm more underground than a dinosaur's spinal cord. Hey, I rap until the chorus done. I'm on a motherfucking run like Forrest Gump.
Yo, yeah, and run, Forrest, run. If we're gonna do this shit up, then you know it's Bubba Gump. The way we eating these rappers like shrimp, cause they don't even get it. Yeah, they really just too limp.
I'm a shrimp, and you know that I'm constantly a simp because I'm definitely the opposite of a pimp. And you know I hurt my legs, so I walk with a limp. And I'm kind of brown and hairy, call me a chimp.
And you're kind of brown and hairy, calling him a Wookie. And I'm kind of orange, my weed looking like Snooki. And I'm gonna smoke with burner, them the cookies, the clit. I found the pussy.
Found the pussy in the clip. We ain't even got no more pussies in this shit. Yeah. but we gotta invite them over and maybe tell them Christian got a Range Rover.
To make a girl just wetter than the ocean, you have to listen and connect with her emotions.
Okay.
Slow motion is how you do it in bed. And before she does it, you give her head.
Oh, wow. You on a mission. This is a podcast, Sex Lessons with Christian. Hey. And you know he gonna long last. 3 dudes on a podcast.
Oh shit, this shit was so funny. All right, let's do one more to close it out, and then we'll get you out of here, Frak. This shit's been so fun.
Yeah, this could be its own podcast right here.
Oh, freestyle. Oh, I was thinking about, like, you know, in the early days of this podcast, I was just like, I like to freestyle. I want to get my homies that like to freestyle. We just call it Freestyle Friday like we did in high school. But, dude, like, now that I got you here freestyling, it's just like it's all downhill. It's it's just,
nah,
it's not
you're gonna get some legends after this.
Oh, dude, I definitely think so, too. What we thinking, boys?
Yeah, different rhythmic vibe. Something like...
What about one of your Migos triplets?
Oh, let's go.
We're going to rap to Amigos.
yeah.
Migos
All right,
instrumental. Hannah Montana.
Oh.
I don't know if I can rap in triplets. It's still so difficult.
Just rap however you feel, bro.
For real. It'll
There's
flow.
no wrong answers. Who's up? You're up.
You're up.
Hey, yeah. Hannah Montana, I think I'm gonna eat a banana. I'm riding around town, you know I'll be drinking that Fanta. I ain't putting no stuff in it, yeah. I'm just getting lunch with it, yeah. And I'm getting lunch with Christian. We had Nick the Greek. That's some good shit.
Hannah Montana, that's my lady. Hannah Montana, wanna give her rabies.
Ooh.
Hannah Montana, she my superhero, please save me. Hannah Montana, I'll get pregnant, get me babies.
Oh. Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Montana. I'm eating bananas, this is a bonanza, I came with the hammer, MC like hammer. And I'm gonna do it when I ride like driver's license, I ride with a driver's license. Hold up, Hannah Montana's turned out to be Miley Cyrus. Spoilers.
Yeah, do it so well. When I'm riding around, you know I got no L's, except for the 2 in the cockpit. I'ma blaze those up before it's done. That's why I'm like Forrest Gump, because I'm really out here on the run.
I be riding around, be going like 250. Be Carlos about to go to the motherfucking city. We say what's up to your mama and be licking on her titties. Then we go to her daughter, we're gentlemen, we call her pretty.
Hey. Who in it, man? Every time that I get it in, then get it Dan, I cut your leg off, so they calling you Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan, Forrest Gump, Bubba Gump, and I got the shrimp, and I'm not a pimp, but I'm the opposite. When I cock the fit, and then I cock the fit like
cock the fit, but I walk with a limp. Tell the people if they come in here, then they know they can't be walking like simps. How does a simp walk? I don't know. How does a pimp walk? Let's go. That's right, yeah. I got a show. I'm on the flow. It's on the flow.
I'm really sad because I'm a lovebird and I just watched the movie. I'm really sad because I'm a virgin and I never seen no boobies. So I went home and I got to work and I got kind of groovy. And you know I got a U-Haul and I'm now moving.
Hey.
I'm leaving it on. I'm peeving, I'm gone. Woo. You know who else was a virgin? Jesus' mom.
Hey.
And Frak too in the classroom, and she sucked up like a vacuum, and I'm back too like whack wood, and I'm back too. What?
Yeah. We the blessed yet, we the most best, and that's why we be rapping like Old Testament. Yeah, bring it back to the old days. Genesis, you know what's up? Not the rock band with Phil Collins, but the thing with Jesus' mom.
Here's my thesis. I like Reese's Pieces. My name is Christian, but I don't know if I believe in Jesus. And I'm walking around with a bunch of pieces, and I do not really know because, you know, I don't know where my knees is.
You don't believe in Jesus, I'm the Jewish guy. I'm the Jewish guy. When it come to Jesus, I'm a crucified with my bluish eyes. Who am I? Who am I? It's suicide. Now the doors open, that's suicide. And I came through in the newest ride. Like, who's this guy?
Who this guy? The Jewish guy? Shalom, shalom. That's why we all know this shit. And you know it's not me taking long, yeah. And you know that my mom's Jewish, you see, but she ain't really that cheap. Oh, wait, she is, but we ain't not gonna say it on the podcast.
Hey.
For sure. Perfect, guys. We
Shout
fucking...
out Carlos's mom.
That was dope as shit. Frak, thank you for freestyling with us and blessing the studio with some freestyles, man.
You guys killed that.
Thanks, man. I mean, like, the pressure is on. I had to, like...
Who you telling?
That tree I told you about, like, that sprouted. I leveled up today, man.
Yeah, did you experimented with that?
I experimented, yeah. Dude,
I
had to. What was I trying to go for? What was, I'm trying to think of the best punchline that I had, but now it's all just fucking jumbled.
But you tried it. You landed at something.
I landed in something. It was one of the bars where like the rhyme scheme was all rhyming all throughout, and I've tried inputting at least one in between before I just go with it. So, dude, I leveled up today, so thank you for that.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it. Before we get out of here, Carlos, thank you so much for coming through. And for rapping with us and for, chopping it up. But most importantly, Frak, thank you for coming through, man.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for sitting in traffic.
I got you.
That made me want to rap. Thank you for sitting in traffic.
Hey.
I just go lost my
traffic.
Yeah, dude, thank you for coming through. Before we get out of here, please look into the barrel of your camera. Tell people where they could find you. Plug all of your stuff, what they could look forward to. Your single right here.
Hey. I didn't know. We're getting real intimate now. I didn't know we were acquainted like this. What's up, everyone out there? My name's Frak, at Frak the Person. That's really all. Listen to my music on Spotify, just Frak. But if you just want to tap in with me, I got everything on my socials: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Frak the Person.
Frak the Person. You got some merch coming out?
Yeah, actually, nothing planned, but we're in some designs right now. So
you got any more LimeWire 03 shirts left?
I do.
Oh,
wow,
you do?
That's a throwback. Yeah, someone just ordered it off my website. I was like, do I have those? And I went to my mom's basement and found some.
In mom's basement. That's fucking. Remind me before you get out here. I'll give you some of my merch, just as a thank you for coming through. I deeply appreciate it.
Can't be that bad, guys.
Carlos, is there anything you want to plug before we get out of here? Any of your gigs coming up, or if someone needs a jazz pianist or any kind of piano player?
Nah, it's just there's very important work being done in the Bay and just around the country right now in terms of giving hip hop more legitimate focus as an art form that needs to be studied with the same scholarly attention that we give to jazz music and classical music, all this other stuff. It's an American art form that we have people like Frak who are really taking it to the next level and just, telling their stories in ways that hasn't been done before, really. So we just need to continue to shine a light on that. So read a book about hip hop.
Dude,
there's plenty of them.
Read a book about hip hop. Shout out to you, Frak. Shout out to the Bay Area. Baddies. That's what I call my listeners.
Okay, got you.
I said that to Neff the Pharaoh, and he was just like, baddies. We got some baddies in here? And I wish I could say, well, it's funny you asked because behind the curtain, we have 10 of the baddest baddies. But yeah, baddies, you guys know where to find me. You guys know where to find the podcast because you're already here. One last thing, Frak, once again, look into the barrel of your camera and leave the listeners, leave the baddies with something they could go about their day with, something that reminds them that it can't be that bad.
You know what? Baddies, think about it, right? You may be like, today sucks, but really think about it. What are the chances that you were the semen that made it out of your dad's nutsack? That already is 1 in a million, right?
Victory.
Then you made it out there. You got to the egg. You were a healthy baby, so that's like a 50-50 probability. Then you were born as a human being, you get a consciousness, you get to be human, compared to you could have been a fly, you could have been, that's pretty lucky. Then beyond that, you got to be a human in this day and age where you have medicine. If you're sick, you don't get to die. You probably, if you're listening to this podcast or have somewhere where you have Wi-Fi, you weren't born in a third world country where you're struggling and hungry every day. So just the probabilities that you exist on this timeline, don't take that for granted.
That's real. That's real. And that's hard. Appreciate it. I never think about how often I was just the lucky seaman. I'm slow in every other aspect, but I was the fastest swimmer in there.
There's 980,000 Christian juniors who just didn't make it out, bro.
Dude,
with slightly different personalities.
TMI, but quick story before we got out of here. The first, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be vulnerable with you, and please forgive me. But the first time that I jacked off, I remember it happened on accident, and I just followed the feeling, and then it happened, and I remember looking at my product and being like, I'm a murderer.
My product? The way you talk about it is crazy. I followed the feeling and my product, both are just crazy terms.
Dude, yeah. I was just
so you were like, I just murdered my future kids type
exactly.
thing?
And then someone told me that they just constantly, one semen doesn't stay in there since it was formed. It's not just paying rent there. So, yeah, cool. All right. On that note, I'm sorry to stomp on like what you said was so beautiful, but thanks for doing the podcast.
You're like, hey, that beautiful existential thing, I made a product. I made a mess.
I made a fucking mess. All right, baddies, we love you. We appreciate you. Frak, thank you so much. Carlos, thank you so much, and we'll see you later. Peace.
Can't